Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at Limaland. A lot of quick people here today. I know I can get down into the 2, so hopefully we can do that for qualifying here. Track was like really fresh when we started, so times will pick up a little bit as the grip gets put into the track. So hopefully qualifying we can do decent here. Try to run the high side, get as much speed as we can for this first lap. And then I'm kind of just going to slide straight through this and try to catch the grip on exit. Because there's not a whole lot of grip built up through the whole corner. But once the street stocks catch that grip, it's actually really fast. 428, that's not great by any means. I'm actually really slow right now, jeez. That's really bad. Now we're down to 9th. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make up some spots here in the heat race for sure. Damn, they got a 249. All right, I got a 328 there. Second lap was good. Ran the bottom 3 and 4, and that worked out very well for us. Okay, I thought we were gonna be starting really far back. That was gonna really suck if we had to start way back here.
Not moving that account up until I hit an overall points championship.
So we are gonna be what, second in heat number 2 right now, but we still another guy to qualify, and maybe guys still have to finish their second lap. So I'll bring you guys back and get ready to go green. I'm happy with the time we ran at least. All right, we stayed in 4th, so second for heat number 2. We'll watch heat number 1 here. Hopefully we could try to win our heat race. That'd be great. We got the 6 car who ran about the same time we did in practice, and they were a little bit quicker in qualifying there compared to us. So we'll see how this goes. The outside lane is where you really start to make up ground. You're gonna be able to throw some sliders later in the feature race, but not quite yet, because people aren't gonna be that high up the track at the moment. But the 7 car ran a great time there in qualifying, like a 249 or something like that, which the fastest I ran in my last practice was like 268. So that's a really good time. I saw some guys in my last practice get down to the 1s, or at least one guy did. He got like a 176. I don't know who it was though. I don't know if it was anybody in here or not, or if they were just sitting there practicing, like to race later on. But the track's gonna get more and more worn out on like the bottom middle lane, and the top lane's gonna become real dominant. The main way to make passes is gonna be on the outside, just to keep up your momentum and everything off the corner, because you really pinch the people down off the corner. They can't get a very good run off. 7 car gets a pretty good launch. Second place was kind of slipping there. We'll see if anybody wrecks, but there was only there was like 22 people that registered, so they split us in half, so there's only 11 in each heat, which is unfortunate. Oh, they're about to wreck back there, but they saved it. I think the first lap I did today, I like clipped one of the tires down there on the bottom of the corner and just flipped my car around really oddly. So I don't know if that's like a new thing that they added to the tires down there, because I was able to go over them a couple other times and didn't spin me around, so I don't know what happened that one time. It was weird. I think I just caught it with my wheel wrong or something, and it just like picked me up and spun me. Really odd. But we are car number 2 here out of 11, so hopefully we could finish like top 3 in the feature. That'd be my goal, I feel like. There will be cautions in the feature race if there are any wrecks, but hopefully we can have a pretty clean race. Limaland usually has some pretty good racing overall. 3 cars starting to make that outside roll. 7 car goes to block it. He's gonna try to cross down on him. Almost got into his left rear. What lap are they on? They're on lap 5 of 8. Battle heating up front. Keeping it clean, keeping it off of them at least. I think everybody's pretty much stayed in their positions from where they started, I think. What it's, yeah, it is 8 laps. Okay, they're on lap 6. This is lap 7 they're coming up to, but the 3 car is getting such a run on that outside lane. Like you could see him running a lane higher than the 7 car, and the run he gets down these straightaways is crazy. The 1 car is starting to put his car in position to try to get second, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Coming up to the final lap here, see if the 3 or the 1 have anything for each other, or if they're just gonna stay pretty single file. 7 car goes pretty low, slides up on exit. They're going to finish 1, 2, 3 the way they ran all race. Good run, good run. So we'll see if we could have as good of a heat race or if it's going to be more of a mess or not. Hopefully it could be pretty similar. Try to get that outside lane working like the 3 car did because he had a lot of momentum. Try to get by the 6 if we can.
Putting plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Limaland's been like a very weird track to me. Like a long time ago when the track like first came out, I loved it, but I was super slow. And then before you can make the bottom work amazing, and now it's more of a top lane track. It kind of like migrated differently, like with some updates and stuff, but hopefully we can get a good run here. Top lane, like right along the wall, is usually when I start to suck, but we'll see. Don't know if I want to restart in 3rd or 4th. I think I'm going to do 3rd to start out for this heat and see how it goes for us. It is kind of a good thing, I think, in the feature. We're going to be in the outside lane to start with, so I'm kind of happy about that. Because this track's going to be a little bit worn in. Try to get evened up here with the 6 car. Try to get a good jump here if we can.
Pace car is off. Be ready. I'll be looking up in front of you now.
That was probably about the best start I could have had.
Open.
Literally completely side by side with them going into turn 1. They had a really low turn 1 with the low speed we had and got in front of us. Just look at the run you get on the outside. Hopefully they leave it for us. It looks like they're kind of running a little low on the straightaway. It's like I'm going in the corner a little higher, but then I'm getting such a run on exit. Turn 1, I need to go in a little lower like this. Because they were pulling away a little bit on entrance. But 3 and 4, I need to keep up what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing in 3 and 4. Trying to get this middle grip in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I'm trying to get more of this outside lane. Cause I get such a good run down the front stretch. 2 sideways there on entrance. Didn't really want to get on there inside, but it happened. I'm not going to throw a slide or anything. I'm just going to hold the bottom. Got way too sideways on exit. Hopefully we don't get... Oh, yep, there it tried to spin us. The second tire we hit almost got us. That would have sucked. All right, let's try to get back in a rhythm. Hold second at least, because I don't think we're going to get by the 6 car now. Lost too much ground trying to run that bottom lane. Should be able to pull back away from the 9 as long as we don't get hit. Just got to not get too sideways on entrance so you can get a decent exit. Try to keep your car as straight as you can. Probably should have blocked the bottom a little bit there, but with it being the final corner and stuff, but it's fine. We finished 2nd. All right, so we'll start 4th in the feature race, which is where we would have been starting for qualifying as well, so that's fine. I feel like we have speed. We just have to try to make some passes. Passes are very tough to make here on the inside.
I could be on the outside this time.
So that's good. Had a good run, though. I'm happy with how we did. We ran pretty solid. So it should be a pretty fun feature race, I think. This track always puts up some pretty good racing, in my opinion. I've had some really good ones here in the street stocks as well. Some real tight, like 3-wide racing and everything for a while. So this track can be a lot of fun, if you get the right people at least. And I think we have a good group of people here, it seems like. Recognize a few names here. Like, I recognize the 1 car. I've raced with him a bunch. So we'll see how this goes. It seemed like that 3rd gear restart, worked really well. We had a great jump on the 6. Just went a little wide in 1 and 2. At the low speeds, he was able to pull in front of us pretty easily on the low side. Hopefully we don't get too many cautions, though. 25 laps for this race. Thought it had been 30, but it's only 25. They change it so much in the street stocks between like 30 and 25. I feel like this track could have been a 30 easily because the laps are pretty quick. But oh well.
Really don't need anything too exceptional. Just be nice.
And hopefully we can get a good start on this outside lane, being behind the 6. Hopefully the 6 gets a good jump.
We're gonna have a good night.
I don't know if he was doing his start in 4th gear or not. That may have been why we kept up with him so well. Honestly.
Base car's off. Be ready.
6 car is lacking there.
Green flag.
So he's going to fall back to 3rd pretty quick, it seems like. I'm going to try to get this outside lane rolling.
Still there.
Do the best we can with it. Not going to get all the way up by the wall yet.
Inside.
We'll be there by the end of the feature, I imagine.
Clear. 17.5. 2.
1 and 2, the grip's a little bit higher than 3 and 4. 7 car is pretty loose down there.
Inside.
He's giving us the outside lane. I'll take it.
Clear. 15.4.
I have a feeling that 3 car is going to end up getting the lead. Way too sideways, middle of 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2 doesn't have as much speed coming off of turn 2 as turn 4 does.
Inside. You're clear.
I like really need to get out here to get the grip. 3 cars in the wall a little bit.
Clear.
Great racing so far. This track always puts up some fun racing.
Inside. All clear.
I'm not trying to get to the outside of the 3. I just am running a higher lane.
Nice. Now lay the wood to that bitch.
But there's like 5 of us all over each other right now because I know the 1 car is right behind me.
Clear.
We got by the 6.
15.5.
That's pretty good.
2. Nice job, bud. Straight and smooth. Get me into the corners.
We're up to 3rd.
Keep faster, baby. I need 20 solid laps.
7 cars holding his own on the bottom, but now the 3 car takes advantage. Gets up to the lead.
Clear low. 15.4.
Oh, geez.
3.
I thought we were going to be 3 wide off that corner.
Clear. That's a good job.
If I can get to the outside of the 3 car, that would be massive.
Inside. 15.
Try to rip the wall the best we can.
Clear.
All right, we got to this outside.
Good rhythm. Let it roll through the center.
3 car, I'm out here.
You're still smiling about that, aren't you? Clear inside.
Kind of got pinched in the wall there a little bit, but it's all right.
15.6.
Oh, God. I'm not trying to get into him.
Clear. Too wide inside. 1 car inside.
Jesus. All right, 7 cars blinking all over the place. Oh, Jesus.
Stay to the high side.
Don't know where the hell a 7 car is at all.
2 inside. 2 inside. Clear. 15.704. Inside. You're
Okay, that
clear.
7 car blinking is like screwing so much up.
In and out.
Oh, geez, I don't want to be 3 wide in the middle.
Inside only. 15.789. Clear.
I don't think the 7 car knows he's blinking everywhere. I wish somebody would tell him. I don't have time to get to the button to tell him. I feel like I'm the fastest one here.
Inside only.
I really feel like I'm the fastest one here right now.
Still there. Clear all around.
Oh, geez, 3 car. Like, you're going in low and sliding up so slow off the corner. What a fucking race this is so far. Oh, God, not trying to run into him. I definitely feel like the fastest car right now, like, by far. I've had to let off for the 3 so much. I don't know how I'm getting right up there on that wall without hitting it. Like, there's a pretty big cushion out here, it feels like. I don't know how the 7 car's been holding the inside as well as he has been. That was a great run by the 3, though.
15.64.
Just got to get low enough off of turn 2 without hitting the wall on the back stretch.
Clear.
That was a good 3 and 4. That's exactly what I need. Every corner.
15.4.
But yeah, there's a pretty big cushion. It feels like it's building up.
Looking good.
I noticed in the tour race at Knoxville, a pretty big cushion got built up too there. So maybe they're starting to be more of a cushion on dirt, which is nice. Instead of people just wall riding completely. And if you get over that cushion, you're really in the wall and it'll slow you down. All right, let's see if we can try to get by this 3 car, because I definitely feel like we're slightly quicker than him, especially right there. Jeez. That run into 3 was great, and then I destroy the wall. That's going to hurt our turn 1 entrance. That was really bad. My bad. My bad.
Working the outside.
That was on me. I screwed up off of turn 4 and hit the wall. And I knew that was going to destroy my entrance for turn 1. Luckily, the 1 car checked up just enough to where he didn't just drive through us. Oh my God, we've been green this whole time. This is crazy. We're on lap 18 now. Absolutely crazy. Great race. This is gonna be a must watch for sure, because that was a ton of fun racing for like 15 laps too deep for a long time. Try not to run over the 3 car. I thought we were gonna be able to get 3 wide on him and get that lead. I really thought so. But yeah, you can see this track just becomes a very top dominated track like this. Don't hit the wall. It's very tough to run though, but with that cushion, it kind of makes it a little bit easier in my opinion. Because I'm kind of just flat footing it and able to get it to turn. It like grips up and just goes.
5, 3, 6, 5 to go.
It's just hard on the exit because your car is so straight through the whole damn corner. 3 cars getting very sideways on entrance, and that's why I'm catching them. Oh, he got in the wall. I'm going for a slider.
15.5, 3, 3. Inside.
That was a clean slider. He's probably gonna throw one right back. He does. We had a huge run there. Don't really need to throw a slider much. Oh, we get a caution. Am I in the lead? Yes, I'm in the lead. Let's go. That was huge. Oh my God. That was perfect timing. Let's go. That might have just won us the race there. Oh my gosh. What a freaking battle this has been. Holy crap. This has been a great race up front. I'm so mad that the caution came out though. There's literally gonna be a green-white checkered here to finish this race out. Holy crap. What a freaking race. I can't believe we got the lead there. 3 cars screwed up, got in the wall. Oh my goodness. This has been absolutely crazy. This has been the best racing I've had in a minute. Getting so close to each other running. Because I want to go back and watch a bunch of that. But we got control for this restart, luckily. Just past the start-finish line in the lead. And then the caution came out. That was literally picture perfect for us. Because I screwed up going into that turn 1 like I did earlier. Trying to go in a little low. It's just so slick. Definitely want to do this restart in 3rd gear. Try to get a jump if we can. Pace truck is in. Try to get a little bit of a lead, hopefully. And we only got a couple laps, so as long as I just run the way I was chasing down the 3, we should be fine. He might try to throw a slider on us in the final corner, but I don't think he'll have the room as long as I don't screw up this turn 1 and 2. Oh, got in the wall a little bit there. That's the first time I really got in the wall besides on exit. Kind of screwed up 3 and 4. Let's go. We got the win. That was amazing. What a race. What a freaking race that was. Great race. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Holy crap. That was the hardest win I've had in a long time. Jesus. I don't know how we did that. Really don't know how we did that, to be honest. Try to do some donuts here. Not really burnouts because you don't have any smoke, but can probably do some in the infield. That was freaking awesome. That was such a good race. Probably the best racing I've had on street stocks in a long time. Because, like, you weren't really wall riding. Like, you were able to get out there on that wall where that cushion was. And it was perfect. Oh, my goodness. That was so fun. That was so much fun. I need to go back and watch some of that. That was so amazing. Get out the car. Holy crap. Can I get out the car? I don't know why my exit or my escape button's not working. Use the button on my wheel. That was absolutely nuts. Like, that entire race. Let's go back just to the very beginning and start watching some of that. And we'll watch where that one caution came out. But what a battle this was. We were like stuck on the outside the entire time, which I'm happy we were. And a couple guys that were running the bottom the whole time. Like the 7 car, the 6 got to the inside of the 3, and he just kind of ran the bottom for the most part. He just kept leaving us a lane on the outside, and that's where we got by him. I knew the outside was going to be the way to go, and you couldn't really make the pass very easily on the bottom. But it took a couple laps for us to really get there. To the outside here. Yeah, there we go. We got to the outside, and this was just such tight racing. All 5 of us, you could throw a blanket on top of us. for the race, and the one car kind of just followed me on through. Luckily, he didn't run me over. I screwed up really bad in front of him. Oh, the 3 car blinked. I never saw that in the race. Luckily, the one car didn't completely run us over when I screwed up bad. Off of turn 4, hit the wall, and then had a really bad entrance into turn 1. Luckily, he didn't run us over. And then almost did the same thing when we took the lead. Luckily, the caution came out immediately. Because this is already lap 7. These laps flew by. Like, it was nothing. There was a blink of an eye, and this whole race was pretty much done. Only that one caution, which was like towards the back of the field, it seems like. Yeah, the one car was just following me, seeing how much of a run we were getting on the guys on the bottom. Thank you. That was such a fun race. We got 3 wide here. Kind of got pushed into the wall by the 3. He squeezed us there a little bit. He got the lead back. I got to his outside a couple times, and then I almost went middle 3 wide. Yeah, he's kind of slid up a little bit further than I expected there. Got into his rear slightly. The 7 was blinking a bunch on our inside. Like, I don't know if you guys could see it very much, but he was blinking for like a solid lap or 2, and it was terrifying. Didn't know where he was going to be. Kept trying to get to the outside of the 3 here in turn 1 because he was going really low. It was just such a tight squeeze trying to fit there. I just knew that was going to be the way to take the lead. Luckily, I got that slider later in the race. But yeah, right here, we were 3 wide in the middle. Really didn't want to be there. I just got back to the outside before I had to try to run the middle. And then the 1 car got to my outside. That would have been detrimental. Really just had to play it smart for the most part. But it's so tough when you're 2x2, 5 of us all on top of each other. The 6 car started fading a little bit here. And then the 9 was catching him. I honestly don't even know who the wreck was later in the run, but just such a great battle. That was amazing. We were just all on top of each other. Very solid race, because there's what, 6 of us right here you can see in frame, and there's only 5 more guys in the rest of the race running towards the back, where there's 4 back there. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, so there's somebody that left or something early, or didn't run the feature, because there's only 4 guys I see back there, and they're still pretty close to each other. So great racing. And then this is where we're ripping the outside. We start getting clear of the 7 car. And I want to see where we caught the 3, because we started getting real close to him. Where did I screw up off of turn 4 as well? Because I did that really terribly. I think it might have been right here. Got a little wide, hit that turn 4 wall, so I had a really bad entrance. And it's just so much slicker on the bottom. I got really sideways. Luckily, the 1 checked up enough for me, and the 7 checked up enough for the 1. And nobody ended up wrecking, because that was all on me. I really screwed that up. And then luckily, we were able to chase back down the 3. We had so much speed. I knew we had the fastest car. Like, just the way I was running, I was able to get right up on that wall without hitting it. Don't know how. Like, it was super tight. Because I wasn't getting any contact zeros or anything. Like, we were getting right up on this cushion perfectly around the edge of this track, which was a lot of fun. 1 and 2 is a lot tighter. A lot tighter, but you can see I'm not on the wall at least, so I'm happy it's not really wall riding, because I hate that in this, on the dirt side right now. It's been a really bad problem lately. And where did the 1 car screw up? I think it was this next lap. Oh yeah, right there. He got a little bit too high. He was a little bit too low on exit, just slid up, nailed the wall off turn 4. I had a big run on him, so I had to try to take it. We only had a few laps left. Pretty good slider. I was super slow, but that's normal. Going all the way down to the bottom and all that banking you're having to hit going up the track. He didn't have a very good slider as well. I had a better run on the outside in 3 and 4. He did hit the wall, and then we get a caution immediately, like right here. I did screw up like that entrance so bad. Oh my god, the 1 car got absolutely nailed back here. He had a bad entrance too. Oh, he hit the wall, it looks like. Oh no, he was just sideways, screwed up turn 1, got in the wall, and then the 7 car launched him forward. But what was the wreck? Oh, it was back there. Let's go back and see. I think it was the 4 car said. What happened with them? Okay, so something happened to the 9 up ahead. What happened with these guys? 9 car is kind of running that middle line. 8 car has the run on the outside. 9 car slides up on exit, which is fine. And the 8 kind of just ran over the 9. I see that more on the 8. He just was straight in front of him and just ran him over. Then the 9 car decides to pull down and pull down right in front of the 4. Like, that wasn't smart. The caution was already out. Like, the 9 car should have just waited right there for a second. Then we had the last 2 laps here. I had a decent jump, so I wasn't that worried about it the first lap. And then the second lap, the 3 car went really low and was actually pretty close to us here on the final lap. He had a good 1 and 2 running that low line, trying to throw like somewhat of a slider line, but not completely. I just did not want to hit the wall. That was the main thing. I had a good lead going into turn 1 here. He ran that bottom lane. I knew he was going to try to throw a slider there, and if I wouldn't have tried to protect it, I had a terrible 3 and 4 though. Oh, he straightened out really bad too. If he wouldn't have, if the 3 car here wouldn't have had that massive straightening out right about there, you could see his car start rotating really bad. He might have been right side by side with this coming off this corner. It would have been tight because he was pretty close to it still off turn 4. I had such a bad 3 and 4, but somehow we come home with the win. That was an absolute great race. I'm so happy with how that went. Not even because we won, just how close racing it was up front, and everybody stayed off each other, so that was a ton of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. Should gain some iRating, and awesome to get that win. That was a great race. All right, results in strength of field 23-29. Not super high strength of field at all, but it's the street stocks. It's only C-class racing, and it was like noon on Sunday, so not a whole lot of people racing. Only 2 splits, only 22 people registered, but we did have the fastest lap of the race on lap 19. Wow, that's crazy on how late of a lap that was for the fastest lap. Everybody else was in like the single digits for the most part, besides the 7 and the 8 car getting it, and the 10 getting it later in the race. So great run by everybody. That was a whole lot of fun. The 3, the 1, 7, the 6 was up there for a while. 9 was up there for a while with us. I guess he faded off or maybe smacked the wall. I'm not sure, but what a freaking race that was. That was amazing. So we gain 47 there, getting the win, got some safety as well, getting back up there a little bit, almost 3.5, which is nice, having a little bit of a buffer, which is awesome. And we only led a couple laps there towards the end. Luckily, we got the caution just at the perfect time. That was very lucky for us, but kind of wish there wasn't the caution, see how that play out, but I'll take it. We get the win, have it won here in a minute, so that was a lot of fun. Limaland with that berm building up at the top. I'm hoping that's starting to be a trend at like all the dirt tracks. Maybe there was an update recently where that started. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really read the patch notes too often. I kind of just continue racing and don't really pay too much attention to that. So it seems like there's a berm starting to be built up on the top of the tracks now, which is really nice. And hopefully that starts eliminating the wall riding, because the wall riding is very annoying. And if there's a cushion like that at the top, like there was at Knoxville, I'm super fine with that, because that you can get up there and you can make mistakes, and then you'll actually pay for the mistakes if you get over the berm on the edge. So luckily we didn't mess up at all in this race. Basically, we tapped the wall once in the corner and then once off a turn 4, which I actually thought might have given us a 2x, but it didn't, luckily. So that was really the main time I messed up, was off a turn 4, hit the wall, and then really screwed up in the turn 1. Thank you to the 1 and the 7 for not completely running me over, because I screwed up really bad there. But great racing. That was a ton of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Hopefully you guys did some of these races this week, because this is like the last race I do for the week, and you guys see it on Monday when the tracks are about to change. So hopefully you guys did this race this week, or wait for it to come back around next season, because Limaland was a lot of fun. Wasn't expecting to be that good of a race, to be honest. I thought it might have gotten a little spread out because top dominates, but it was side by side for like half of that run. So it was a lot of fun. And then we chased down the 3 after messing up, and then he had a mess up. We got by him. Lucky caution, and we get the win. So I'll take it. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. That was a lot of fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.